I want very expressive.
Okay,
You're like, what the
okay.
heck? It's charades.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Latin charades, my friend. We don't have fucking regents. What do you want? Give me a break, Tom. It's who wants to win 100 pesos. I gotta make sweaters for fucking Kathy Lee Gifford on the weekend. Okay? I'm like, yes, cross stitch. Baby looks good in red. Give me a break. Why? Perdimos control. Oxígeno, por favor, para Tom. Oxígeno, clear.
I'm that kind of person. I'm like, whatever it is, we're just gonna figure it out. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. This is gonna happen. How? I don't know. It depends on the day. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna wear the same shirt every day, you know? So sometimes you wake up, you want to be in an F-18. Sometimes, you know, P-51.
Great answer. Thank you so much.
And I thought about my life, and like, I want to have an adventure in my life. And I was always a kid that was doing wild things, climbing the tallest trees, and I was very much a dreamer and constantly writing stories. And as a kid, I would write characters. And I had, you know, when I grew up, I had jobs, not in the movie business, but I had to have jobs as a kid. Not had to, but I also, we contributed to the family, but I cut grass, you know, shoveled snow, and I would sell, you know, I don't know if you have that here, but I'd sell cards door to door, you know, at that time, like Christmas cards or seasonal cards. And I'd save my money and I'd go to the movies. I'd give a little money to the family and I'd go to the movies. Give a little money, go to the movies. And suddenly I'm 18 years old. Suddenly I'm making taps. And I realize, like, this is happening. I'm on a movie set for the first time. I'm 18 years old. And it was really, when we were filming, my deal was, when I made my deal, I said, I've got to fly in the F-14. So I had to go through all the ejector seat training. And I was my first pilot that I flew with. His name was Bozo. So we're going out and we're a couple feet off the deck in the desert, and we're just sweating in the F-14 because we were doing heavy maneuvers. And when I came through, it's like I had my barf bag right here, my side of the thing. I was like, okay, so now I'm gonna go get it done so I can do the next take. So I leaned down like this, and he at that point decided to pull up. And he pulled up so hard and for so long. I mean, I can't do it now. My head literally was touching the ground. The G-force had my spine. And the push to talk was right here. I was going like this. It was like, you know, I mean, he was going up forever. So finally he leveled off, and I had the bag in my hand. I was like, I said, Bozo, didn't you see? You get a check. You didn't tell me you were going to do that. My head was like, what? He says, yeah, they don't call me Bozo for nothing.
No, move back. Hi, Tom. How are you doing? How are you? Coming up. Thank you so much, Tom. Appreciate it. Okay. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
What shapes would you throw, Tom?
What?
What shapes would you throw?
Tom likes the classic. What's that one?
A little less Grossman,
If we go to music, hang on to music.
I'm ready for whatever's gonna happen. So I don't change my life, but look, I like talking to people, you know, and as I said, I make my movies for them, and yeah, I do go on transportation. My security loves that when I do that.
Yeah,
the tube in England.
Oh, wait,
I do that. Like, sometimes I'll put on my hat and my earphones, and I'll just go in and get on the tube just if I want to get to the
Does that work?
quickly.
Do people stop you?
Sometimes.
It does.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes, like, you know, people are during rush hour. Like, I go in and I'll be there. And I remember one time I was there, and there's like 14-year-old kid. This girl was there. And everyone was looking at their phones, and I just saw her. I looked over, and kind of my head's down. I got my baseball cap, and she's just staring at me like this. And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and she just looked around the subway like this, and then looked back to me like, and I went.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children. I mean, how do you
You're
answer
struggling.
that? How do you answer that question? You know, I plan on getting married again.
You do?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
And having kids?
absolutely.
But Nicole was a major part of your life and a love of your life at the time.
I loved Nick very much. There's no question.
Would you like Nicole to remarry?
Yes, I want Nicole to be happy. That's what I want.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's
Why
work?
don't we? Listen, here's the thing, Peter.
Yeah.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I suppose they're questions though,
Peter.
that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know. Take
And-
responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, put your manners back in.
Do you think I was out of line?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I apologise for that sincerely.
When you first start flying, you get sick. When we were filming, my deal was, when I made my deal, I said, I've got to fly in the F-14. So I had to go through all the ejector seat training, and the first pilot that I flew with, his name was Bozo. So we're going out, and we're just right a couple feet off the deck in the desert, and we're just sweating. I'm sweating in the F-14 because we were doing heavy maneuvers. So I leaned down like this, and he at that point decided to pull up. And he pulled up so hard and for so long. I mean, I can't do it now. My head literally was touching the ground with the G-force at my spine. And the push to talk was right here. I was going like this, going, Bozo, Bozo, Bozo. And it's like, you know, I mean, he was going up forever. So finally he leveled off, and I had the bag in my hand. I said, Bozo. Didn't you see? You get a check. You didn't tell me you were going to do that. My head was like, what? He says, yeah, they don't call me Bozo for nothing.